female PhD student pregnant but was used cruelly by her boyfriend to prevent the family from being defamed. Your father found you a law enforcement man in your hometown. First time meeting. Livy was fascinated by her noble face. The wire doesn't even dare look directly at you. Your water hands are also trembling slightly. Do you think you can love this baby? I will make it. They met in the morning. Married that afternoon. At the wedding, Jay forgot to prepare tomorrow's wedding ring. Livy doesn't care because in her heart, married Jay just to deal with dad, and she still can't forget her ex. But Livy will never think of. In the next 2 short months, you're attracted again by the charm of the countryman this season. As soon as we got to Jay's Livy house, regretted it. It's not just a very remote location. The outside of the house is full of dirt. It's so simple in the house. Jay enthusiastically recommends Xiao Cho Livy about this bedroom with the best light for her. After dinner in a simple way, Livy closes the door but wears the necklace that your ex-boyfriend gave you. The next morning, Livy told Jay she wanted to call her family. Jay put down the work he's doing, drive more than an hour to a city with a phone. Well, Livy called. Go to the library next door. In addition to borrowing the recipe book Livy wanted, be careful and borrow 2 other books. A book about Cerumen that Livy mentioned yesterday. She seems very interested, and that's a book about infant care. Are you about to have a baby? Yes, ma'am. The exact opposite of Jay's thoughtfulness downstairs. Livy is complaining to her sister about everything here. She asked about her ex-boyfriend. Doesn't seem to care about everything. But the enemy has sunk to the bottom of the sea. Hang up the phone rudely. Doesn't seem to care about anything. About myself. Make Livy easy to move. When about Jay to Livy drive and patiently guide her. Livy smart. Quickly catch the trick. She smiled for the first time. After participating in church activities, Livy lied to Jay that she had to send a letter to her sister, but in fact, this letter is addressed to an ex-boyfriend. Levi went to see the baby doctor for 4 months. People will surely find out that the baby is born prematurely. She asked if she was afraid of gossip. They're not going to say anything. Why is that? Well, they all want us to be happy. Jay took Livy to climb the boat to calm the lake here. Livy asked if she could swim here. Jay said it's too shallow, but the mud is 2 meters deep. Jay comes home after a busy day. Livy brings out the omelette she made for the first time. Go taste it a piece. Your expression immediately stiffened. The hot peppers make me breathless, but I can't help but beat Levi. Try to endure the pain. You said it was delicious. Now outside the window came the sound of digging cars. What do you use that for? Thank you for saying you like swimming. I want to dig a hole. You and I will be able to swim in the summer. Turns out what Livy said liked to swim last time is etched deep in my heart. And I started thinking about the kids. Control the unfamiliar excavator. Jay is full of hope for the future. But I don't know. Livy is not ready to play the wife. Here, Livy has befriended 2 girls working in the field, different from Jay, who only talks about crops and the weather. These 2 girls are highly educated. They talk about their own college life. They quickly became friends. Livy regret. He said he majored in archaeology in college. I hope one day it will come to town to see this lost city. But now it's all gone. Livy and Jay mentioned those 2 girls, but Jay doesn't seem happy about this, because they're just farm workers. Light said that the subject that she and the 2 girls talked about is not something you can understand. Jay was silent, but what Livy didn't expect was when the brother-in-law started talking about crops on the table again. Jay. So we're moving the story to Choi. But I don't really understand that. I just want to please Livy. This surprised Livy. Look at the way Jay explained it awkwardly. Livy quickly took over the subject to help him reconcile. Jay sneak peek Livy. She smiles. On the way home, Jay's mouth cracked. Livy looked back at Jay in front of her. Compared to my ex, this man seems to be more trustworthy. But it's just a passing thought. Came to Jay's house for the first time trying to kiss. Livy thought their relationship had progressed, but she chose to avoid the village. Not long after, Sister Livy came to visit. She looked at the surrounding countryside. Then he looked at his sister's ill-fitting clothes. My sister advised me to follow you. With the family's ability, they can absolutely create rumors that Jay's a bad drunk guy. But Livy still can't help it. She told her sister, Jay is the sweetest man she's ever met. Livy still doesn't know. A second entered her heart. When my sister is about to leave, Livy asked her sister to send her a letter. Send it to your ex-boyfriend. The days go by day. Livy's car suddenly broke down that day. Right next door is the bunker that Jay's parents used to live in. Inside there are old things left behind, but for Livy, who studied archaeology, these things are good. She pulls things home. Have fun, let Jay see his findings, she told Jay. In his family there's a prominent archaeologist. A sentence of Livy family makes Jay happy from the bottom of his heart. Floyd told Livy that day she has a boyfriend, was a soldier in charge of guarding prisoners, and said that one day we'd introduce them to each other. Livy happily agrees with her. But when I got home, Livy found out that what she brought back was hard. I was burned by Jay. In Jay's eyes, this is just trash. He doesn't know that Livy appreciates them so much. This is the first time I've seen such anger. Jay rushed towards the water well. I hope I can keep some of the rest. If it burns, there's no other way. Livy's anger is hard to heal right now. Woke up the next day. Livy saw a piece of paper Ray left to send Livy beloved. If you like trash, you'll love the basement. But be careful, there's a lot of dust. Smile on your face. Livy know, everything Jay does just wants to make her happy. Out the objects in the cellar, Livy cleaned each item in turn and arranged them all over the house. Jay wholeheartedly collaborates with Livy. Although it's hard to understand, but I know this can make you happy. The days go by, every day with a deep understanding of each other. Their feelings are also warming up. The appearance of a letter. Back to the status quo. It snowed outside that day. Livy was afraid of the dog being cold, so took it inside the house. Then, as always, preparing dinner, waiting for Ray to come back. But when Jay got home, you're always gentle and suddenly you get hot. I was angry and threw the dog out. Give Livy a letter. That's Livy's ex-lover's reply. Jay knows all Livy's previous mail. Not for my sister. It's to the man who used her. Jay was heartbroken to the core. He loved the woman with all his heart, but can't forget a man who has hurt her. Really can't forget. The next day, Livy first time get up early, prepare breakfast for Ray. The rope rejected her, but the tone was still soft. Light. Asked about the pocket watch in your drawer. The line says it's your father's. I remember how my father loved my mother. That's the role model I want to be. So that day when Livy came here, I didn't hesitate to twist. Levi knows that he hurt Jay. I met Jay's sister and tell me about the letter. It turns out that Livy still has hope for his ex, but the old lover's reply, it makes you extremely hopeful. In the letter, the man did not acknowledge the child as his own. For Livy and the child, he has no intention of being responsible. Livy plans to leave. I hope this makes Jay feel better. When Jay falls in love with that AI, I will love her with all my heart. If you're going to leave, hurry up. That night Livy had a nightmare. Even though you're very annoying yourself, but the rope is still silently with you. For Livy, I loved you to the core at the Thanksgiving dinner table. Livy has thanked everyone, but in words reveals the intention to leave. Livy is going to say goodbye to you, Flora, but I found the wire standing at the door. I brought the dog into the house. This is Jay's compromise and apology for Livy. I know Livy is leaving. I thought I could face it calmly, but you were wrong. I loved you. And I love this baby. For you, you're the most amazing thing that's happened in my life. You're a talented woman, but you're a bad cook. I know your heart is far away, but this town has a long history. If you like Indian canyons and bomb shelters, I can help you find them. You can dig what you want. Draw the ring from the bag. Go to the front, Livy. On my wedding day, I didn't wear a ring. It's there now. Livy knows that Jay forgave her. This is a late ring, but time is so perfect. Livy has loved Jay for a long time. On the road in the middle of the field, Livy driving to meet Furry. She looked at the ring on her hand and laughed with joy. Livy quickly meets Flory and her boyfriend. Flora hopes Livy can take them for a walk, but Livy immediately recognized the sign. The man was not a soldier at all. Guard the prisoners. As prisoners in a prisoner's camp. He wanted to use his identity to escape. Livy tells Flora in the car, she didn't just hurt herself. It also hurts my whole family. Then she dropped them off in the middle of the road. Take the man home. She deliberately left her car keys on the table and let the man go upstairs and change Jay's clothes. Take this opportunity. Livy stealthily took the gas tank off the car and deliberately give the man a chance to get the key. I heard the car start outside. Livy immediately called the police. No surprise. The man was soon arrested by the police. Meanwhile, Livy's baby is about to be born. She withstands the pain that burned the man's clothes. Then take off the necklace that your ex-boyfriend gave you. Throw them into the fire. I just got home after going out for a drink. What are you doing? Prepare to welcome our child. Our child is about to be born. Our child, I'll pick up Masa here. Hurry, the child is born. Favorable is a cute chubby boy. Accompanied by the moaning of baby stage soaking Russian, the song that I used to sing for myself. Jay was filled with joy at having a son. And next to, Livy is drowning in Jay's charm. This moment, she absolutely loves this shining man. In the flow of history, ideals and dreams can really touch the heart. But when you look back, you will suddenly realize the idyllic years that really nourish the soul. Just like this movie, everything is very normal, but everything is so fascinating.